Hey, this is Kieran, and in this video what I'm going to do is show you what to say after you say hello. So you've approached a woman, you said hello, what the heck do you say after that? I'm going to be looking at my good friend Joseph Elvin, one of his approaches to basically break it down for you. So let's go.
Excuse me, this is super random. I just saw you walk past and I thought you looked very nice. So I wanted to say hi. Yeah, and meet you.
Now the first thing that Joe has done is he has used what's known as a statement of empathy. This is when you let the woman know that you understand that the situation you're in is somewhat unusual. You understand that you're not supposed to be approaching her in the street. She understands you're not supposed to be approaching her in the street. You're not a weird psycho who doesn't understand social norms. You're cool, she's cool. However, you needed to speak to her because of X.
Oh. My name's Joe.
My name's Honey.
Are you from China?
No, not China.
Oh, everyone around here. I used to live in Busan, actually. One of my favorite places in the world, for sure, apart from in the winter.
So where are you from?
I live here now, but I used to live in London.
Oh.
Yes, maybe.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Several times.
So here's something now. One thing you need to realize is that when there is a little gap in the conversation, you want to fill it with statements as much as possible. Joe asks this woman if she's from China, and she says no. Then he tells her that he used to live in Busan and it was one of his favourite places in the world. Notice that he didn't ask her again where she was from. Reason being is because when you've approached a woman, she's standing there and she's thinking, who's this guy? What does he want? Am I going to give him the time of day? If you're constantly asking her questions, you're not demonstrating enough of your personality. Questions basically take value, but they don't actually offer value. By making statements about who you are, you're offering value to the woman. You're throwing value at her that she can then grab onto and then reply to.
Perhaps for some sort of fashion job.
Not really. Actually, I work for IT industry.
Can I say that the way you talk and you express yourself, it wouldn't make me think that you are Korean?
Oh, really?
Yes, because many Koreans are kind of like shy and timid. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe it's me. Maybe I scare them some of the time.
It's always good to make assumptions about the woman you're speaking to because women quite enjoy being psychoanalyzed for the most part, and they definitely like to feel understood. Now, if your assumptions are correct, then they'll be like, oh my god, how did you know? If your assumptions are incorrect, then they'll say, what made you think that? Notice that he said that she probably works in fashion. She didn't, she worked in IT, but he's throwing something at her for her to then relate to. He also said that she doesn't seem like she's Korean because she seems more confident than the average Korean woman, making assumptions about her and offering value.
So you're like on some sort of holiday?
Yeah, holiday. I arrived yesterday. So just walk around here. I just arrived yesterday.
Oh, I see. So this is why you have this look of like excitement and confusion.
Yeah.
I see. Cool. Wow. This area here is where everyone goes to become Instagram famous.
Really? What is it? That
It's the shopping center. Yeah, but no one really buys anything. They just take photos. They just take photos of themselves. I just came from having lunch with my friend there, and we think it's so funny. Yeah. So maybe that would interest you.
When you're approaching a woman on the street, you have to realise that it's kind of like being an open micer at a stand-up comedy event, which is you asked to be there, nobody asked for you to be there, and you're only up there for as long as you're interesting, entertaining, funny, whatever. Expecting the woman to do any of the work to make the conversation interesting is a fool's errand. Now, if you see now, Joe's basically cracking jokes to himself about how this area is a place where people go to become Instagram famous and whatnot. He's providing the fun. When you approach a woman, come with like a giving mentality whereby you have goodness inside you. You've got like a surplus of great feelings and great emotions, and you're just spreading them, you know? You're spreading these good vibes. That's exactly what Joe's doing here.
Do you stay around here?
Yeah. Well, so I just came back as well. Like I lived here for a long time last year, and now I kind of just returned. So for the next few days, I have like a hostel around here, and then I will go back into my apartment
So
Yes.
your apartment where?
Would you like my address? You can
No,
come.
no, no. I'm
There's a nice
curious,
bush for you to hide in.
Because I stay near the old town. It's very new to me, this area.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes. My apartment, it is round the corner from Zoe in Yellow. That is the name of the main tourist bar. And it makes me so happy to live there. You see, I work on the internet as a writer. So a lot of the time I'm just on my own all fucking day writing. So
I heard there are so many digital nomad works here.
yes, this is one of the reasons why I choose to live here, because it's so easy to make friends and find like-minded people as you.
Notice that Joe isn't really asking a lot of questions. He's asking some questions, but for the most part he's making statements. He has told her where he lives and also the fact that he works as a writer. He is filling the gaps in the conversation with information about himself and helping this woman to get a good impression of who on earth she's actually speaking to.
I have to say, it's all coming back to me now. So I used to live right next to Zoe and Yellow, it's the main tourist club. I don't know if you like to party. But then I'm kind of like attracted to girls who are always just having the most fun and dancing and going crazy. And whenever I speak to these girls, they were always Korean. I was like, man, Koreans know how to have fun. I need to go there sometime. You're like, not me, I don't like fun.
Something else that Joe has done here, which I'm not sure if this woman picked up on because English isn't her first language, but it's a very good thing to do. He said the sort of women that he's attracted to. He said he's attracted to women that have fun and dance all night. Now here's the thing, if you say to a woman the sort of women you're attracted to, that will get them, because most men don't normally say that. Most men will try to cast as wide a net as possible to make any woman think, okay, don't worry, you've got a chance, you're my sort of woman. He said the sort of woman he likes, so then that is going to encourage this woman to then think, well, hold on, am I the kind of woman he likes? Does he like me? Am I good enough? Now, I don't think this woman picked up on it because English isn't her first language, but this is a very, very, very good thing to do.
Sorry?
You don't like fun?
I like fun, but just I have some time to adjust to new environment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes complete sense. Can you ride scooter?
No. But in other area, buying, a few days later I go there and then I will drive.
Are you excited for pie?
Yeah.
They have the locals have like a funny story. They tell me all the time, they're like, so if you meet a lovely Thai woman and you want to make her your girlfriend, you just take her to pie, because it's so picturesque and lovely, she'll just fall in love with you. Yeah.
I saw a lot of beautiful pictures from Instagram that makes me...
Yeah, but it looks good in real life as well. It looks good also in real life, which is not the same as all Instagram.
Really? That's good to me.
Yes.
So...
Me and my friends, we're going to see the elephants on Tuesday. Elephants and then rafting, a big adventure. I have always wanted to do it, but have never got round to it. You want to see the elephants?
If you notice, Joe has just referenced something he's going to do with his friends. He said that him and his friends were going to go rafting. Now, that may or may not be true, I don't know, but what I do know is this. By casually referencing something he's going to do with his friends, he is letting her know that he is a cool guy who has friends. That's very important, because all of these little things will come together into her head to create an impression of who this man is. He's saying things to her that are going to make her think that he's cool and make her think that he's someone she should give the time of day and give her attention to.
I haven't got any plan for seeing elephants.
I can
I
see.
will think about it.
I can see in like your face, you're so excited to be here, but also you have no idea what you are doing.
Yeah.
You seem kind of fun. What do you do for fun when you're not traveling?
Sorry?
What do you do for fun back home?
Back home? I don't have.
Do you have fun?
Yeah.
You're just working always?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to get like a banana smoothie,
banana smoothie.
Yes, I'm all about the healthy lifestyle.
Ah, yeah.
You want to come with?
Sorry, I'm on my way to a cafe and take a last.
Yeah, cafe banana smoothie.
Where do you going to?
There's a good one in here, and then you can see how beautiful it is. But only for 10 minutes, and then I have to go. Up to you. Let's go. Adventure.
Why not?
Why not? Because banana smoothies are actually packed full of sugar, but you know, never. Apart from that, there's no reason. But you're not allowed to take any selfies with me because it really annoys me for some reason. Are you trying to become Instagram famous?
No, not really. Just between intimate relations, my friends, just with my friends.
Yeah. Okay. This is the joke that me and my friends.
What's happened now is that Joe has agreed to take this woman on an instant date, but here's the thing. So he said, would you like to go get a banana smoothie? Notice that he said they can only stay for 10 minutes and then he has to leave. That's very important and that's very deliberate. By adding a time constraint, by saying I can only be with you for 10 minutes and then I have to go, it puts her at ease, because then she believes, or she realizes, that he's not a creepy weirdo who's going to hang around with her and try to, I don't know, get her to do things she doesn't want to do or whatever. It's only going to be 10 minutes. It's like low risk, it's low investment, etc. And that will make her more likely to want to go. But of course, if they have a fantastic time, well, they can stay for as long as they want. They don't have to only stay for 10 minutes, but by letting her know that he can only stay for 10 minutes, he's putting her at ease about what will happen when she goes with him.